Yo, what's up boys, welcome back to another behind the IGL video, and today's video is going to be on this in-game strategy you can use to get height almost every game. I didn't really have any VODs or good games to use for a behind the IGL video, so I used these games from this random arena late game tournament we played. Also, just like usual, if you want to support me more, you can use code VUJ in the Fortnite item shop. If you want to follow back on Twitter, you can post video proof of you buying something with my code on Twitter, and I will follow you back. Anyways, let's just get into the video. Enjoy. So this strategy usually has us start at like low or mid ground and half-half, not actually starting from height. And then to me there's about two ways that you can play an in-game, and one of them is playing the game to get low ground in the last zone, and the other way is to play the game to get high ground in the final zone basically. And here in this game I'm focusing the strategy to get height. So you notice in these games when I'm trying to go for height, I'm usually staying up really high and I want to be second height all the time. This gets a bit scuffed, but then I see it opening here and I'm like, we're playing for high ground, so I can go up here, play really high layers, and this is when it starts basically, the strategy that I'm playing. Because say you are playing like low ground, or you want to play low ground in the end, you'll probably be like on a layer down here maybe. But you notice how high we are, and then what we do is we go second height, and second height is basically the team that's next under like high ground basically. So we go to second height, and then I build like a really strong top, so it's hard for high ground to like pressure you a lot. And then at this point I'm coming to my teammates just to keep looking at high ground and keep like mucking with them and shooting them, etc., looking for an opportunity. So I think we crack one, and then Josh sees an opportunity to go up for like a pump, and he cracks him. And then at this point we know this is like the best opportunity we're gonna get to take high ground. So you'll notice that we all just go up the top and all start cranking up for height, because we know two of them are white. And then eventually we get it, and that was the opportunity that we found there and we took it. So basically that game we just played second height until we saw the first opportunity to get height and we took it. And then now we're in the second game, and you'll notice again we're starting from like low slash mid ground and half-half. And then here you see me building up like a big 1x1. This is because, well, there's spare wood first of all. I wouldn't do this if there wasn't spare mats. But going up like this will make sure that no one's going to build on top of us, and it will make sure that when we pad we're going to be able to go further and higher. And then watch where I land in this zone. I land really high up here and make sure I'm second height, and then I'm going to start building a really strong middle top. And then now I'm definitely spam coming to my teammates to just constantly look at height and start pressuring them and looking for opportunities. And then the opportunity for height this game that I saw was that the team on height was like so far back over here, and we're like front side, so I knew if I crank I'll have height on this side at least. So I did just that, and then instantly we have height here. If we pull a good zone we're gonna have height. And then we do pull a zone that's like technically in our favor, because it goes straight to zone and they have to go diagonally. And we know that they're a bad team by how they stayed back, so we knew we could just fight for it easily. So we all cramped up for it at different places. And then that's how we got height in this game. And then again in half-half I'm like in a low slash mid ground layer, I'm not playing high. And then I'm looking as soon as I pad where second height and where can I get it. So I know here, this is where I get second height. Even though it's so high up, it doesn't matter because I'm playing for height, not low ground. And then We're not really looking for height too much now, because we know that Josh is human. And we'll probably look for it on the zone. And we notice how unaware they are, so we know they're not going to be a great team. And we're just constantly looking for opportunities to beam them, etc. Just any opportunity we can get. And then I remember thinking here that, oh, why did it do that? Then zone pulls like this way that my camera's going. So I thought of this play, right? We were gonna go back in our top, but then I thought we can make a play and wait for them to get ahead, and then we can go here and we can like build up a bit, and then we can like flank them from the back. But I don't think it worked out perfectly. Yeah, so I went through the top to front side, and Josh went up the back and got a beam, just looking for more opportunities to beam. And then once he said he was cracked, you see me just cranking out from the side, and Chris here, that's my teammate as well, he went up from here, and then Josh will go up from somewhere else, and all going up from different angles after we crack one. And then we know this fight should be easy. We're just constantly looking for every possible way to just crack them, because that always just gets them like out of your way. So what you should take away from this video, basically, the strategy, is that you need to, if you want to play for height, you need to play second height the entire in-game, and the whole time, if you're not the tarper, you need to be looking up for every opportunity to beam or crack or crank up ahead of zone and get height, basically. Just every single opportunity you can possibly see to get height, take it. Because if you play second height and then you don't go for height, you're going to be so scuffed, because you use a lot more mats playing second height than going for low ground. And you're not going to be able to get low ground if you're going to play second height the whole game. So you need to be taking the first opportunity every time. And you just have to know and learn like what the different opportunities to get height are, because there's like a lot of different types of opportunities you can get. Like for example, we watched just being able to beam and crack one and then cranking up, and we watched that game where we noticed they're at the backside, so we started cranking at the front side and hope for a good zone. And sometimes like height will be fighting and you'll be front side, and then you can crank up and get it. So there's a lot of different opportunities and ways you can get it. You just have to know and be really aware, and all three of you are just constantly looking at height, waiting for the one opportunity you get.